Never ever compare yourself to other people. You have to compare yourself to who you were and to the person you want to become. Diba? Ang key performance indicator mo dapat, what have I done to fulfill my goals and dreams? Hindi, what have I done and what others have done? Once you compare with a peer or a colleague, that's the end of it. You will never be happy. Kasi kahit lampasan mo yung colleague na yan, may dadating na bago na mas mataas sa'yo. At kahit malampasan mo yung taong yun, may dadating na tao na mas mataas doon. Envy is the greatest enemy of happiness and the greatest enemy of an abundant and happy life. You will always be unhappy because you're going to be tracking people who are doing better than you. Hello mga ka-RFF, this is again Rex Mendoza from Ramper Financials. After understanding the psychology of money, what follows is strategy. So anong gagawin natin? Paano tayo talaga magiging masaya at maligaya in tracking this pathway towards wealth and prosperity? Kasi alam nyo, may guilt feelings ako dito eh. Ang nangyayari kasi sa marami sa atin, nagkakalimutan eh. We always move the goalpost, ika nga. And that's why, for many of us, we will never be happy. Sayang naman. So through this video, let us go through a mini workshop in order to see how we can really define and strategize to live that rich life. And hopefully, at the end of this, magkakaroon tayo ng idea kung ano man ang kailangan nating gawin to be more effective, to be able to succeed in this journey of life and financial responsibility. And that brings me to that other side. The other side is living a life of abundance. What is living a life of abundance? It's living that happy, abundant life that we deserve because of what we've already done in our lives. No, I'm not saying become irresponsible, gastusin mo yung papaaral ng mga anak mo, gastusin mo yung future retirement money mo. No. All I'm telling you is you have the opportunity to uplift your level of happiness today and not wait for the future. Ang problema ko sa marami, kahit kinita na nila, kahit napakaganda na ng ginawa nila, they are already on the road to get there, they're still scrimping on themselves. Anong ilalagay natin sa lapida ng mga yan? Here lies someone who wants to be happy tomorrow. So ito po, I just want to get ourselves into what we call a balancing act. And for the financial advisors out there, somehow when we bring down spreadsheets, budgets, and then, computations, we bore people. We don't excite them. You know what excites people? It's a real definition of what they can define as a rich and happy life. Ano ba talaga yung rich and happy life for you? You have to define that eh. Kasi di ba kanya-kanya nga tayong perspective. So kung ano man yung ikinatutuwa mo at kinaliligaya mo, dapat alam mo. At dapat ine-enjoy mo and you're doing this as you move forward. Because I tell you, there is a paradox of wealth building. Again, kasalanan na rin nating mga financial advisor. We want people to go into a sort of rigid discipline, budgeting. As if itatrack mo yung cost ng bigas at cost ng grocery all along. Dapat at a certain point, generalizations na lang yan. Bakit natin yan kukunin to the last centavo? Does that move the needle? I don't think so. Behavior moves the needle. If you enjoy what you do, that moves the needle. If you're happy, you're gonna be doing more to be happier. But kung masyado kang matipid, scrimping ka, dahil sinabi ng financial advisor, itabi mo to, wag mong gawin yan, dito ka lang. Sabi, magmumukha kang kagaya ng tita mo, yun nakaganon, yung pagbayaran na sa restaurant, nawawala, pumupunta sa banyo. Do you like that? Or do you also define as part of your rich and happy life is that ability to treat family and friends into an evening of great food, nice stories, jokes, laughter, and a fun time. And it's on you. Alam niyo, isa yan sa mga elements of a happy life ko eh. I want to be able to host. I want to be able to bring family. Again, family, the people I love. Kasi pag rigid ka, hindi rin naman talaga nasusunod eh. Yun nga ang nangyayari. Nag-i-enjoy yung mga tao ng walang responsibility. Consumerism is there because people would rather be in malls. People would rather talk to couturiers. People would rather talk to architects. It's a real manifestation of the happy use of money. So kahit rigid ang ina-advise natin, lalo silang napapariwara, lalo silang napupunta sa other extreme. So what should be happening? Kailangan tanungin natin ang sarili natin, what are the drivers of our lifestyle? What are the drivers of our decision-making and money behavior? Unang tanong, who do you like to impress? People you don't know? Or people who are close to you? Your family? Your close friends? Di ba sila dapat ang ini-impress mo eh? And I'm not even saying you impress them. No, you do what you love with them. Because they're going to be impressed by that. Pero pag ini-impress mo ibang tao, again, yung metric mo external, may problema. And then yung tanong talaga na I want people to go through is to ask ourselves and then maybe go into a workshop on your own, in your own time, because we don't have time here. Diba? What really makes you happy? Think about what really makes you happy. And ask yourself, why aren't you doing it yet? And what does it take for you to be able to do it at the very least for the next 5 years or 10 years? Kasi habang hindi mo ginagawa yung what makes you happy, this journey is not going to be a good one for you. The journey of creating abundance has to be anchored on a happy life. If you're scrimping, if you're not enjoying it, it will not last. You know, sabi nga ni, again, Warren Buffett, success is having people love you that you want to have love you. Ang gusto mong magmahal sa'yo, yung gusto mong magmahal sa'yo. Hindi ba? Kasi pag minamahal ka ng mga taong walang pakialam sa'yo, what is that? You'd want to be able to get the special people in your life to love you. And the question is this, what have you done to make them really love you? There are times we spend a lot of money on third parties, on people that we don't know as much. But we scrimp on paying for dinner with family, Sunday lunches. Tinitipid natin dahil pamilya natin. Tama ba yun? So deal with your family and close friends. Sila yung dapat ginagastosan mo. Sila yung dapat hino-host mo. Because they are close to you. You love them and you want them to love you. Never ever compare yourself to other people. You have to compare yourself to who you were and to the person you want to become. Diba? Ang key performance indicator mo dapat, what have I done to fulfill my goals and dreams? Hindi, what have I done and what others have done? Once you compare with a peer or a colleague, that's the end of it. You will never be happy. Kasi kahit lampasan mo yung colleague na yan, may dadating na bago na mas mataas sa'yo. At kahit malampasan mo yung taong yun, may dadating na tao na mas mataas doon. Envy is the greatest enemy of happiness and the greatest enemy of an abundant and happy life. You will always be unhappy because you're going to be tracking people who are doing better than you. Hindi. Ano ba talaga yung goals mo? Based on your definition of a happy life, the person you want to become, are you fulfilling that? Are you realizing that? Because that's going to be what's important. It's not how others are doing. Look internally. And I will tell you, most of you have done a lot better than who you were. And you're on track to become the person you want to be. Pero kaya hindi ka happy kasi parang may mga nauuna. Parang may mga doing much better than me. When that happens, the psychology is wrong. And you're anchoring yourself for loneliness. You're anchoring yourself for dissatisfaction. Mahirap po yan. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Di ba? Kung magastos ka para ipakita sa taong may pera ka, mawawala yung pera. You'd rather spend on things that really make you happy with people you love and you'd want to make happy. That is key. And that's why I want everyone to set forth, define your abundant life. You know, this weekend, can you just do that for yourself? Write in a piece of paper, what are the 10 things that I'd like to have in the next 5 years? I want to experience in the next 5 years. 5 things. I am not saying pabayaan natin ang ating retirement, pabayaan natin ang ating, children's education, our obligations and responsibilities. No. That continues. But I want you to define what you can spend on without guilt. Something that really drives you, something that pumps you up. What is it that truly makes you happy? What is it that truly makes you happy? Does travel make you happy? Then why limit yourself? Maybe it's a matter of planning it correctly. Alam niyo naman, pag pinlano niyo ng mas matagal, happiness increases. Why? Because it's not the trip itself. It's the expectation of the trip. Again, psychology yan. You are going to be spending less money. Why? Nagbubuka ng maaga eh. Discounted pa yun. Oh, di ba? But, habang mas mura na, mas mahaba pa yung expectation mo. And the expectation itself drives you to be happier because something great is gonna happen. You look forward to it. And looking forward to something great makes you happy. Pumps all the positive chemicals within your brain so that you do this with utmost desire and utmost focus. So, ano na ngayon yung budget? So, sabi ko, I now subscribe to Ramit Sethi. Kasi para sa kanya, you don't have to do it in huge spreadsheets with interest rates, with assumption on inflation and all that. Para sa kanya, when you get to a certain level, generalizations actually work better. And since I have a very different view, let me tell you, I've actually changed his approach a little bit. Kasi sa akin, umpisa ko dapat may tithes eh. Your income is not yours. Comes from the Lord. Siya dapat ang unang pipiraso sa income. I really believe that. So your tithing has to be there. Then 60 to 65% has to be spent on your necessities. Rent, mortgage, groceries, utilities. Dapat mapagkasya mo yan to 60 to 65%. Pag hindi, then you have to expand your income to bring it down to 60 to 65%. And then you have to have savings and investments. That is for your future. Again, wellness is security and financial freedom of choice today and in the future. So ito yung pang-future mo. Hindi ko yan pababayaan. And then, meron ding guilt-free spending. This is the most important part. 10 to 20% of your income, you have to be able to spend on the things you love. Because when you're spending it on the things you love, you will continue and do things on a faster and better clip. So mga ka-RFF, alam nyo naman, I almost always end my face-to-face presentations with this line. Always anchor everything on what truly matters. Kasi hindi naman talaga tayo magiging masaya if the people who are close to us, the people we love, ay hindi masaya. So we'll have to be happy together. And in the end, if abundance translates into the happiness of people who are close to you, you will never be wanting for inspiration. You will never be wanting for motivation. So sana po, magsama-sama tayo sa Ramver Financials Friends, mga ka-RFF, mag-create tayo ng solid community so that all of us can be happily achieving our abundant life so that we can all be happily realizing the dreams and aspirations we've set for this responsibility and accountability for the people who matter to us. Stay well and blessed. Thank you.